Hi traders and welcome to the PL Capital Commodity Report. Today is Wednesday, September 27th, just after 3 p.m. Central Time. In this video, we're going to look at natural gas, oil, copper, gold, silver, and uranium. So let's start. All right, I'm going to start with the natural gas futures contract. This is the daily chart. If you've been following me, I've been saying that coming down, I see this choppiness, this bunch of three-wave moves. So A, B, C, D, E, and then I would expect them to come all the way down and take out 2, 3, 7, 7. Because after a triangle, then the previous trend will resume. So, it was looking all right, but the problem now that I have is this contract expires today. So when I look at the next contract, this is the November contract, it has a very different structure to it. So, they came down just like in the other one. But the only problem is here's that three-wave for that I had A, but this right here, this B, it didn't break that low. And so then they went back up. So that looks like three waves there. And then you got three waves down. Now they broke it. But then they went up in that big three-wave move. And now this looks, unless this is a three-wave move, like maybe here, like 1, 2, 3. But if that's the case, then that's A, B, C. This would be D, and then they're going to go back up for E. But boy, that is getting, these waves are getting really, really big for this triangle. So to me, it almost looks like maybe this was, I don't know, a W, this was an X, that was a Y, and now they've hit bottom. That's the end. I don't know, because this, but this fourth wave, I don't know. For me right now, I gotta admit, I'm baffled by what this new contract is trying to do. So what I want to see, I'm going off of my previous assumption that the low wasn't in on the other contract. And so it looks to me like this could be a diagonal, and the only question is it a leading diagonal or an ending diagonal? So I want to see, assuming the price will come up here to 2958 into this 305 area. I want to see the reaction there, because if it gets rejected and then goes and breaks the low, then this could all just be a diagonal coming down. So I'm expecting, I'm going to drill in here 4 hour. I'll actually go to 2 hour. So to me, so far, it looks to me like I've got a leading diagonal coming up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up to there. And now it looks like they're starting a big pullback. So, definitely like 287, 285, somewhere in here. I would expect a bounce at least up into this range, and then like I said, I want to see what price does up in here, because if it just kind of stalls out and then gets rejected, then I think they're coming down in some kind of a ending diagonal format. So let's see. For me right now, I don't have a bias because I don't know what this new contract is doing. So let's see. Because I see 5 waves up, I would assume that this is going to just be some type of correction and at least one more up. So short-term traders, I'd be looking for a buy pretty soon for at least one more up, at least to break that high. And then we'll have to see the reaction price gets up there. All right, oil. All right, oil. I've changed my my count here. I'm gonna go out to the daily. So I was thinking that they were making like a WXY XZ for this X wave, and then they would come down, but oil's just it's too much on a tear. So I changed this. So instead of WXY XZ, I got this as a leading diagonal now. We got 5 waves. And so pretty soon, after this 5 waves, you'll get a big correction, but there's still one more up because we need 3 waves for this X. And obviously after this 5 wave move, and I don't even know if it's done yet. I mean, right now 94.17 is the high, but that night might not be the high. They might push that up a little bit more, but there'll be a bigger pullback, bigger than any of these, and then that'll be definitely a buying zone. But we got to wait for this 5th wave to confirm it's done to figure out where the buy zone is on oil. But definitely, whenever this correction comes in, you definitely want to be a buyer of oil. All right, copper. Oh, let me change this. All right, so copper, I had this wrong. So I thought this was a WXYXZ for correction, and I thought this was going to be an expanding flat, but they broke that low, so we can take that out, because that is, and we take all this out. This is not an expanding flat. And so, and also this too, I'm going to take this out because it's not, I don't think it's going to be a WXYXZ. I think this is all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, I got this labeled wrong. All right, anyway, this is 5 waves coming down. And there's a 3 wave correction. And then you had 5 waves here, corrected, and now you got like a 1, 2, and really only 3. So they might come up, they might be making like a running flat and then still go down, but I'd only be a seller of copper, but I wouldn't be selling right here. But if there's a strong push up to give us a nice running flat look, so something like that. Because then I see this as being like 1, and then that'd be 2, and then they'll come down for 3, 4, and 5. Because you had 5 waves here, 3 wave correction, so now we're going to get 5 waves down. So this 3610, I would definitely say is going to get broken. It's just a matter of when is it going to get broken? Because they might get real close like they did. And then they're going to shoot it up, because this will be 1, because you had a 3 wave move. So that could be A, and then here's a 3 wave move. That could be B. You got a strong 5 wave move up for C. And then, that'll be the ABC correction, and then down. So I'll only be looking to sell, but I would only be selling up higher. Like selling down here, it could just break it. This B wave could just break it and then go back up for the C wave. So it doesn't have to stop right here. They actually could just barely break it, give everyone a sense of, the low's broken and now buy, and everyone buys, and then boom, they're going to bring it back down. So I'd only wait for a healthy pullback in copper, and then I'd only be looking to sell it. Gold. All right, so gold is, I think, confirming that they're making a leading diagonal here. So 3 waves there for 1, that's 2, 3, 4, and I don't think it's done yet, because we've got 1, 2, and then we've got 1, 2. So it looks like here's 3, going to get a 4, and then a 5. So I don't think this 5th wave is in yet. because this last piece needs 5 waves, because then that'll be a 1, 2, 3 for the 5th wave. So I'd only be looking to buy, but I think you can buy it underneath 1872, because after this 5 wave move, you'll get a pretty decent correction. If you're lucky, it'll give you a real big correction, but then there'll be definitely one more coming down. So it'll be a short-term trade, but I'd only be looking for buy setups here. Silver. All right, so I was wondering, so yeah, this is definitely a contracting triangle. I thought this E wave might come up to like kind of where this trend line was up here, but it looks like they really truncated it now, and now it's selling off. So, just like I see a little bit more down in gold, and that would match up perfectly with silver, because then you'd have so I think this is just going to be like a 1, 2, 3 W, and I think this is all going to be X, and then this should be coming down in 3 waves. So who knows where this will end, but 1, 2, and 3, and that'll be a Y, and then we'll have to see, WXY. You could always get the X and the Z too, or that could be all the correction, and then you go up. So I'd let this 3 wave play out. I don't, like I said, I don't know where this will end. They could do it right now, correct up, or they could break it and then correct up and back down. But get a 3 wave move, and then I'd be looking to buy. And then if you're lucky, you're going all the way up, but at least you'll get a 3 wave move upwards. So only looking for buys on gold and silver. All right, uranium. Yeah, to me, uranium is making a big leading diagonal. So I've got from over here, here's 1. This is a big 3 wave move for 2. And now we just completed 1, 2, and then this 5 wave move up for the 3rd wave. So I'm expecting now uranium to pull back down into this zone, 25.76, or uranium, this ETF anyway. 25.76, maybe down to 24.36, probably somewhere in here. I'd start looking for a buy setup, and it looks like they've already started to come down. So if we drill in, yeah, so far it's just a 3 wave move. So probably get, it's going to get pretty choppy. Probably get a 3 wave move up, and at least one more down, and then you still might get 3 up and down. But I'd only be looking for uranium, but a little bit lower. All right, that's the commodities. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your likes and support. Good luck to you all. See you in the next video.